Jalur distribusi masih terdampak COVID di tengah vaksinasi massal dan mulainya normalisasi ekonomi. Produsen mobil masih kesulitan memperoleh pasokan semikonduktor, memukul proyeksi pemasukan raksasa otomotif General Motors hingga $2 miliar tahun ini.
Well, I think it all stems back from the beginning of the pandemic. I mean, car sales definitely just plummeted that first month. They quickly rebounded, but in terms of where we thought that the car sales would be, production was shut. So I think a lot of automakers were thinking, we can really drastically reduce a lot of our supplies this year because we're not going to sell very many cars. And of course, the market proved them wrong. And now they're at the point where they need more semiconductors because more cars have been sold.
Persoalannya dengan chip bukan hanya industri otomotif yang membutuhkan.
But then they're fighting with other companies, not fighting, but also are at odds with other companies who also needs more semiconductors, things like Nintendo Switch and all those PlayStations that consumers cannot seem to get right now. So I think there's just so much demand on that as well. So automakers are just not necessarily the big fish in the small pond. They're a small fish in a large pond.
Lalu di industri makanan ada keterbatasan saus tomat kemasan, terutama kemasan berbentuk sachet.
It's really no surprise when you think about how consumers have shifted toward off-premise dining, including delivery and takeout and curbside. And what's happened is that condiments have become much more used, and as a result, the shortage is making it more expensive for operators.
Menurut The Wall Street Journal, harga kemasan sachet meningkat 13% sejak 2020 akibat kelangkaan ini.
In the short term, operators have to be more careful. If, as a consumer, I've obviously received a lot more ketchup packets than I could use. So the operator has to start to ask, do you want ketchup? And if so, how many would you like? And that way they can manage some of that waste a little bit better.
Selain melonjaknya pemesanan untuk santap di rumah, santap di restoran pun kini mengandalkan saus tomat sachet dan menghindari saus tomat botol. Akibatnya, restoran mewah pun bersaing dengan restoran cepat saji yang biasanya lebih mengandalkan saus dalam kemasan jenis ini.
We'll start to get back to normalcy down the road with this post-pandemic economy. And I think consumers will go back to using ketchup. I know that we'll definitely see innovations like touch-free ketchup dispensers, which are more economical and user-friendly. I think we'll probably see larger size ketchups so that there's less packaging, because recycling and the environment is still an issue for many younger American consumers.
Untuk mengatasi kelangkaan sementara, Kraft Heinz yang memproduksi sekitar 70% saus tomat sachet di Amerika Serikat berjanji akan mendongkrak produksi. Menurut pernyataan Heinz, perusahaan ini berniat untuk menambah kapasitas produksinya sebesar 25%. Sehingga setiap tahunnya Heinz bisa memproduksi tambahan sekitar 12 miliar saus tomat sachet. Dan ini diharapkan bisa memenuhi kebutuhan dari restoran yang saat ini masih bergantung sebagian setidaknya dari pemesanan untuk dibungkus dan dibawa pulang. Dari Washington DC, saya Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.